I put up a video from last night, and then I saw some tweets, and it wasn't going very well. Strong first drive wasn't going well. I woke up at 3:45 to watch the game and then to listen to all the post-game and pre-game Cam Taylor-Britt sound. And so I'm very fresh off of this game, and I'm a little shaky about it. Aesthetically, it was all time. Let's all agree, both sides of the aisle here. This is like a Monday Night Football classic that I watched in the wee hours here in LA. Jayden Daniels, perfect, going shot for shot with Joe Burrow, who was perfect. And the Commanders come away with the win. And what a beautiful day if you're a Washington fan. Kevin Durant, salute and hats off to you. First game since at least 1940 in which neither offense punted or turned over the ball. Okay, just rare. That is special stuff. That is great, amazingness. But we're going to leave the Bengals alone here for a second and just give it to Jayden. Special night. I said he's the most special guy in the draft. The most special guy in the entire draft, and he proved it. Bright lights, prime time last night. The touchdown to Terry McLaurin on 3rd and 7, dropping a perfect ball. Oh, my God. Unblocked Geno Stone. Okay. Coming to destroy him. That's probably as close to a Heisman moment as we're going to see here in the good old National Football League. Wow. It just doesn't get better than that, does it? I don't know if I've ever seen a better overall performance. I challenge you on this. Hit me up at Up and Adam Show. I'm looking at the YouTube feed right now. Have you ever seen, and I did just watch the game like 10 minutes ago, so it might be a little hyperbolic. Has there ever been a better overall performance from a rookie quarterback in my lifetime? In your lifetime, seriously, if you look even just at the numbers, people, Jayden set the NFL's rookie record with 91.3 completion percentage, put up over 300 yards through 2 touchdown passes, ran in another, and that sterling, beautiful, perfect passer rating. Commanders put up points on all 6 of their drives last night on the road. Unbelievable. In Cincy. And they've now scored. This is like a must-win for the Bengals. You don't understand like how much of a must-win this was, right? The context of it makes it all that more impressive. Seeing what the Bengals did to Mahomes the week before makes this all the more impressive. They scored on 14 straight possessions, excluding kneel downs, to end the half or end the game. So Jayden's currently leading the NFL in completion percentage. Still, he hasn't thrown a pick. He's not. Who's going to get his? He better run into Xavier McKinney somewhere down the road because that's the only way it'll happen. Is he playing like a rookie? No. We want to talk about Cliff Kingsbury in college and all that. He's amazing. The Commanders have taken over first place in the NFC East. They're sitting pretty at 2-1, top of the division. Tip of the hat to them. The defense has some things to figure out for sure, but with Jayden playing the way that he is playing, I maintain this is like Dan Quinn tried to keep him a secret to us, okay? He tried to say, we don't know, we didn't even want to earn the spot. Hamilton, I don't know if you're with us, but I hope you are. Like, we knew when we got there and we met Adam Peters, and I know everyone's going to say it's way too early and whatever. You can't tell me this is like some bad Bengals defense. It's not. They've got some issues. We'll get to those in just a second. But this is, it's fun when things are as advertised. And I don't mean advertised by the team who try to keep a lid on it the entire time.
Yeah.
But through the draft process, you and I were screaming. People were tweeting me the clip overnight, just like this was the most special guy with the highest upside. They took him, and he's thriving. And then they shipped Jahan Dotson, and you're like, he is thriving, and he's and to see it happen under the bright lights like that was really nice.
Yeah, it really was. And you're like just seeing him at camp that day, like it was different than the other rookie quarterbacks. We talked about it, and you could hear it from all the players we talked to. As much as they tried to keep it a secret, you can tell like they knew they had something truly special there. And it was incredible to see. This fan base has been waiting for it for such a long time. It was an awesome moment last night.
I remember walking up and down those sidelines on that like hot turf over there at camp, and I was asking fans, what is success for you? What will make you happy? And every answer was, do we have the guy? Do we have the quarterback? And I go, do you see the hubba hearts surrounding Hamilton's head looking at this quarterback out there? You got the guy. And they certainly did. What's their next matchup? Sorry, I'm looking. Who do they got? They have the Cardinals. Cardinals in Arizona. That'll be a fun one, too. Ooh, Jayden v. Kyler. You love to see it.
Cliff Kingsbury revenge game.
Yes, I'm tap dancing because I don't want to get to this Bengal side of things.
Man.
What did I tell you yesterday in the YouTube break? I'm worried about, who did I tell you to keep an eye on?
Sam Hubbard.
What did you make of him? What did you make of him? He's not 100%. Something's up.
Yeah, that's what I make of it. I don't think he's somebody we can sit here and overly criticize because I think he's giving it everything he has, and I don't think he's healthy right now. He doesn't look like the Sam Hubbard that we've seen for years be a dominant force on the edge.
You think TJ Reader's just at a cafe somewhere in Detroit getting coffee this morning, like, not that he's happy he's not there, but like they miss him. They miss him.
Oh, they absolutely miss him, and they tried as best they could to kind of cobble it together last night, and they need something else up front. They really do. Oh,
they got the Panthers coming up. Okay, we'll dig in. Hamilton and I have agreed to let my emotions settle over the next 24, and we'll dig into that a lot more on the Bengals. We do have Devontae Adams coming on the show, Zach Ertz on the show, big show on a Tuesday. My takeaway from last night, the fresh takeaway, is the defense has issues. They have issues. They finally did better with stopping the running backs, which is nice. I was like, okay. I looked at the box score. They're holding Brian Robinson to 2 yards a carry. That's nice. But the breakdowns in coverage were insane. The quarterback runs were a problem. And I said yesterday, and I've said I'm very worried about the D-line, the depth, the not having Reader. The Sam Hubbard doesn't quite look Sam Hubbard-y. I think we saw Cincy get more aggressive on the line of scrimmage, blitzes to try to make up for what they're lacking there. But the D-line all leads to issues in coverage that we saw. I don't know what they can do. That's my problem. That's sort of where I stand here. How do they fix it? I don't know if it's via trade to help the D-line. I don't know what they could do with some picks. But the defense certainly didn't have it. And there's a big problem because that, of course, affects everything. I took some notes. Where else do I want to say here? The offense, we'll talk about that. But not much bad to say there. Good as it gets last night, right? The defense was the letdown. The imbalance, we got to get it together, all phases. Last week it was the opposite. They were able to take care and stifle Mahomes a little bit. They somehow can't get everything clicking at the same time right now. That is a head coach thing. That is a team thing. Joe Burrow, of course, after the game, super accountable. How do I switch things up to be the leader that this team needs? And next week's game, like I just saw it, so they got Carolina on the docket, a red-hot Carolina, Andy Dalton revenge game. It's an absolute must-win. This was a must-win, make no mistake. Kuechly said yesterday, I asked him if they do lose. I had a weird feeling about this game. If they do lose, are they done? Are they cooked? And he said, no, I'm not giving up on them at 0-3. Burrow said, no, this loss by no means that the season is over. As a numbers girl, as a realist, it's not pretty this morning for Bengals fans. Teams that start 0-3 have only made the playoffs 2.5% of the time. That is a nightmare statistic, and it is floating around that Twitter sphere, and it's going to get in their heads and all of that. I will say, like the little Pollyanna-ish part of me wants to say that that's mostly for 16-game season games before the extra wild card spot was added, all of that. So there's that number is flawed, okay? And I will say, I will agree, because they've showed me what they can do on offense. They showed me what they can do on defense against Patrick Mahomes. Get it together. Get it together, okay? And be the first team in NFL history to start 0-3 and win the Super Bowl. It's never been done before. Do the most Bengals thing ever. It can never be easy for the Bengals, right? There's an allergy to being the favorite, to being given the respect. The Bengals don't want it easy. They don't want to take advantage of having a healthy Burrow to start 3-0 to start the season. The Bengals, you want to be in a hole. You want to be disregarded, left for dead. You want to be the underdog. Now you are. So go get it.